Hey, what's going on, Hustle Nation? Today we're going to be talking about something that if you're interested in plants or you think you could be interested in plants, creating a side hustle from selling those plants. Now, we're not just talking about your standard, hey, go to the store, buy some plants, take some cuttings, sell them, right? Because everybody's doing that, right? A lot of people are doing that, but we're talking about, and you can do that, which is, a lot of people are saying they're profitable, but seems like there's a lot of competition or whatnot. But we're talking about niching down a little bit and going a little bit deeper and finding specific kind of plants and selling those. So we're talking about terrariums, right? Creating some terrariums, selling terrariums. So basically all it is, right, is selling plants, right? We're selling plants, but we're selling plants and we're marketing them in a unique way, right, to where people will more likely pay a lot more money for a particular plant than just saying, hey, I got a plant, you want to buy it, right? So like I said, you got to like plants or kind of want to, be interested in those type of plants. But what I've got here is I've got a terrarium set up, and I've researched, you got to research how to create the terrarium, that type of thing. But we'll make one real quick here for you guys, just to show. But this one is built. If you haven't seen my video on my other channel, Tropical Fish Guy channel, I show exactly how you build this thing and everything like that. But basically, there's the drainage layer. You need a drainage layer, a sand layer, and a dirt layer, right? So big rocks on the bottom, a little more rocks, a sand layer, and then the dirt layer, and then the plants, right? So we want to, you can source your terrariums and stuff. Today we're gonna make a terrarium like this, maybe two, if you guys are interested. So, Facebook Marketplace, the thrift store, $1, $2, $3, whatever, $5, whatever it is, buy some cheap glass cookie jars. I'd look for cookie jars or just glass jars, right? I think I paid $3 or $4 for this one here. Got to be glass. Well, it doesn't have to be glass, but I prefer glass. This here, something like this, right? And it's got to be covered, and it's got to be clear, right? So those are the things. So terrarium, what is a terrarium? Terrarium is just an aquarium, basically, for plants, okay? Because terra means earth, right? Terra plants, aquarium for plants. I don't know if that's true, but look it up, and it kind of makes sense to me. But in this one here, we've taken the Java fern from our Java fern experiment. It's a great terrarium plant, as well as Creepy Jenny over here. She's a great terrarium plant, and I'll do a close-up on this stuff here real quick. Yeah, so you'll see the layers, right? You want the bigger rocks here at the bottom, followed by the little rocks, followed by the sand, followed by the dirt. That kind of multi-layer type of thing for drainage, right? If you don't want to overwater plants in a terrarium, right? They just need to have high humidity. You can see the glass is just filled with humidity. The little grass here, this is called Java moss, right? And I've been growing that in these little containers by the windowsill, right? So you don't need super duper light or anything like that. I took that from this container. This is like an old cake container that you get when you buy cakes at Kroger or whatever. And here's another container cookie jar there without a top. So I just use the plastic wrap to cover that up to grow that grass, right, the Java moss. And I'm doing some experimenting with some succulents here, but that's for a different video. Anyways, so you go to the store and you need special kind of plants for these terrariums, right? Some kind of special plants that need lots of humidity. Went to a couple of different stores, right? I went to Callaway's. Now, Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, they may or may not have these special plants. These are terrarium plants, right? Which require high humidity. I wasn't able to find any except for these polka dot plants. You can find those at Lowe's and Home Depot. But I've actually got these from Callaway's, these polka dot plants. These pink ones, really nice. They were what, $3 each, something like that. This is a bigger pot. And this one was $6. So we're not gonna put the whole thing in the terrarium that we're gonna make here. We're just gonna put pieces. And that's what this terrarium is for. When we pick the little pieces off these, I wanna be able to grow and propagate more of these plants so I don't have to go out and buy them every time, right? But first time around, go buy them. And these are cool looking plants. I mean, you gotta Google them up. These are calatheas here, they're very pretty. This is a blood leaf because it has red leaves, I guess veins and stuff. This is a croton, which is really pretty colorful one. And I'm not gonna use all the leaves, right? So, or all the stems, whatever, all the pieces. I'm just gonna take a few of those, stick them over here into this terrarium here and sell that, right? That one, and then the other one I showed you, right? This one is real cool here. This is a Creepy Charlie, right? So that's pretty neat. And then this is what is it, Zabrina? Zabrina, I don't know if you can read my writing. Also called a wandering Jew. No offense to Jews, that's just what it's called, okay? So don't yell at me for that. Purple Passion. This is really cool, check this out. This has got some great purple leaves. So I don't want to just take that, be done with it, stick it into the pot, be done with it. You could do that and just charge for that, but you're probably going to have, if you're going to make terrariums like this for sale, you're probably going to have multiple terrariums, and you probably want to have, take, like for this one has 2 stems here, right, 1, 2, maybe 3. This one has a couple here. Either what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in this big terrarium and let them grow more so I can pick more and make my costs less, right? Or you can, obviously grab a whole bunch of these different stems, stick them in there and just make more terrariums, right? So let's go ahead and get on after it. I think that we talked about sourcing. Oh, and if you're in the Dallas area, there's this really cool store called North Haven Gardens. This is not sponsored or anything, but I went there first time ever, and I got these plants here. They're very knowledgeable about terrarium plants, about all kind of plants, but they have this special place, the special greenhouse just for terrarium plants and other plants that need high humidity. So North Haven Gardens, if you're in the Dallas area, I highly recommend that. They're very nice people, very knowledgeable, and they have the best variety of stuff. Anyways, done with that commercial. Not really, but here, let's go ahead and set something up right here. We're going to set this up. We're gonna first put whatever we got. I got a thing of gravel and I got a thing of sand here. You can use whatever sand. Like I said, Home Depot sand, right? That's what that is right there. And I don't have any more of that, so I do have this crushed coral sand here that I've had for a long time. And then this gravel mixed with crushed coral. That's fine, whatever. I'm just gonna put some over it in here so I can make a drainage layer. We want a pretty good sizable drainage layer here. Okay. So that when we overwater it, it'll have room to drain. So looking at about like that, that's pretty good. Let's see here, depending on the size of the bowl. All right, a little bit more. And we're just eyeballing this, right? We're just thinking an inch or two, maybe a couple inches. We will learn based on the size of the bowl, right, how much you want to put. So we'll do that. We'll stick some of this in there as the sand. Okay. And for you guys who actually do this, I probably put too much, but we're gonna take this dirt here. For you guys, or what I was gonna say, for you guys that actually have been doing this for a while, chime in. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, what kind of tips and tricks that you can give to our viewers and stuff. But the concept is to step up the plants a little bit, to step it up a notch, sell plants, because you're not going to be able to just, well, you may have a very hard time with the competition in just go and buy some plants like some pothos or something and then taking that out. You can take it out, right, of that, put it in smaller containers and stuff, just like the peace lily. You can make them smaller containers and then sell those. That's fine. That could be part of the your business model, no problem at all. I'm not saying that's bad, but here's just another niche, right? Another way to do it. So I'm gonna take this wet sand. It's actually got the Java moss that I've been growing. I'm gonna put it in here. Okay. And it actually might be too high, as I often do. But you know, whatever. As long as the curve of the biggest side of the bowl, right? It doesn't. Oh, cut that out. As long as there's plenty of surface area for the plants to grow. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so. And use what you got. You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever. Get you some potting soil, whatever is on sale, whatever. But pat this down a little bit. So I got that. I've got the gravel layer, sand layer, and the dirt layer. The dirt layer. All right. So I've got some Java moss in there. I'll probably take a couple of these here. Let's see here. I watered these good yesterday, but let's see here. So that, look at that. Holy cow, that is good. That is a good root ball right there. Yeah. I'm just gonna stick that, well, I don't want it all, so tell me guys if I'm doing a mistake in pulling this out. I want to take a few pieces. Right, yeah, supports that. There we go. I'm thinking it does, because here we go. Look at that. Yep, there's a piece. There's a piece. There's a few pieces. There's a piece. So keep the roots alive. All right. So check it out. Check it out. All right, so yeah, that's very nice. I'm gonna stick that in there, and then I'm gonna stick this into the other. Let's see. So I'm gonna stick that in there. Hopefully that grows. Let's do that with this one here. This one's pretty cool looking. This one's got some really cool roots here. So there we go. Pull that out. I'm definitely not a plant expert, guys, okay? But we've got a nice chunk right there, and a nice chunk right there, it looks like. So, got a red chunk. Okay. Right there. And then I'm gonna keep this green chunk over for that other, for the big terrarium. That's cool right there. Look at that, already starting to look good. We are going to take some of this polka dot plant as well. go. This has got a nice big old root ball here that I'm going to destroy. Hopefully I don't hurt it too bad. Just massaging it out. Hopefully you guys can see. If not, I'll edit it out. But I'm just massaging it out. Like this. It might be just one. I don't think it's just one plant, but it could be, and I could be destroying it. Let me know if I am, guys, or if this will be all right. We'll see. Yeah, that's good. See, I tore that off. Yeah, these got some really good roots on there. Tore that off, and I will probably just tore off another piece right there. Yeah, there's quite a few, actually, quite a few plants coming off this thing. They just cram them together, looks like, but there's a nice piece right there. And there's a nice piece right there. That's where most of the roots are, but I'll yank those out. Okay, so yeah, look at that. That's a nice piece right there. Beautiful. So I'm gonna take a couple pieces there, move them over here. Poke a hole. And you'll notice that this plant is too tall for this terrarium. So that's my first mistake there, but that's okay. Mistakes are to be made, and mistakes are fine. Okay. So that's a tall one there. Let's get a shorter one. Let's get this creepy Charlie here. And he's got two stems there. That will probably be easier. Yeah, pull him out. Yeah, definitely. Check it out. Yeah, there's one. There's the other. Okay. So we'll stick one in there. So in this one, what I would have done is I would have put less rocks and stuff in there. So I could redo this or not, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to take this one out because these plants are too tall. That one might be too tall as well. This plant here, this Zabrina, this looks like this will be good here. It's got two as well, so they shoved a couple of them in there, which is nice. That's pretty cool right there, huh? He will be stuck in here. See there, that's looking like it's starting to be pretty good. And let's take some of this. Well, see, that blood leaf is too tall too. I should have thought about that. Let's talk about this calathea here. Let's pull that out. That's the only one, so I'm gonna keep that for the main tank. And let's look at this purple passion. That's really cool. There's definitely two stems there. Yeah, look at that. That can be like a centerpiece there. That's pretty cool looking. Already got that centerpiece in there. That is pretty nice right there, huh? I think somebody would like to have this. Now, to price this, I don't know, right? Look on the marketplace where you live. See how much people are selling these things for. All right, so every day, you're gonna spray these down, get them all wet. And I don't know if I told you this, but before I put them in there, I soaked the root balls. These plants are gonna look nice. I hope they grow. Like I said, not a plant expert, but willing to learn for profit, right? All right, there we go. Check it out. Look at there. There, look at there. Look how pretty that is, huh? And hopefully that Java moss will grow a little bit as well. Let's see if we can get out of that glare. Oh, you know why? Because the light on here is on. Okay, so I'll turn the light off. Still the same. But anyways, beautiful terrarium. There's your layers. People can see. As far as marketing, I will test the market out looking at what most people are selling these for, 20, 25 bucks, whatever. I'll try that and see if they sell too fast. I'll raise the price. If they don't sell very fast at all or at all, then I'll have a nice terrarium for myself, or I will lower the price. So I think there you have it, talking about the marketing, the putting it together, the market research, that kind of thing, the niching down on the plants, what to do. So if you got any questions, leave me a comment below. Just giving you guys another side hustle idea of what you can do. You know, it's kind of tough to make ends meet. 1 out of every 3 adults has a side hustle. So, you know, just welcome to the program. Unfortunately, inflation is going crazy and we need to do something. At least I do. So just sharing some ideas. Anyways, leave a comment below what your ideas are for your side hustles, and give me a like. Share this with someone who needs a side hustle, who likes plants, right? Everybody likes plants. A lot of people like plants anyway. So appreciate you guys watching. Really appreciate y'all. And as always, I wish you much success in your finances and in life. Peace out.